Hello aspirants, welcome to Vishman IAS Academy. Basic cell biology ആണ് ഇന്നത്തെ വീഡിയോ. The cell എന്താണെന്ന് നോക്കാം. Cell are the basic units of life and the smallest part of living organisms. And the human body contains over 50 million cells. It traces its origin to a single cell. The smallest part of living organism ആണ് that can lead a independent life. Next. Size and shape of cells. You can see shapes of some types of cells. They vary considerably in size, with smallest cell is mycoplasma. It's a type of bacterium. It measures 0.0001 mm in diameter, while the largest ones, like nerve cells running down a giraffe's neck, it measures about 3 m in length. In humans, RBC measures only 0.00076 mm, while liver cells may be 10 times larger. About 10,000 average sized human cells can fit on the head of a pin. Next, you can see the various shapes like red RBC, that is red blood cell. Muscle cells are in a slipper shape. Paramecium is in slipper shade, and diatom, leaf pore, god cell, nerve cells are form of octopus. So these are the various shapes of cells. Next, cell biology in chronological form. 1500 Janssen invents compound microscope, which combines two lenses for greater magnification. 1665 English scientist Robert Hooke for the first time views tiny compartments in a section of cork under his self-made microscope and names them cells. 1665 to 1670 Anthony van Leeuwenhoek observes nuclei and unicellular organisms including bacteria. Next, 1667 bacteria are described for the first time as animalcules. 1824 R.J.H. Dutrochet declares that both animals and plants are made up of cells. 830 to 831 Robert Brown first observes the nucleus of the cell. Van Moll and Perkins coined the term protoplasm for the fluid content of the cell. Next, 1838 the term cytoplasm is introduced. 1839 Schleiden, a botanist, and Schwann, a zoologist, produced the cell theory, which states that the cell is the basic unit in living organisms. 1840 Purkinje proposed the term protoplasm to the contents of the cell. 1855 Virchow shows all cells arise from the pre-existing ones through cell division. 1860 to 1900 Haeckel in 1866 establishes that the nucleus is responsible for storing and transmitting hereditary characteristics. Chromosomes described in 1870. Chloroplast discovered in 1881. Mitochondria discovered in 1890. Golgi apparatus discovered in 1898. Mendel's work rediscovered, giving an impetus to cytogenetics, that is functioning of nucleus in heredity. So 1860 to 1900 ഇത്രയും കാര്യങ്ങൾ നടന്നെന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. Light microscopy reached the theoretical limits of resolution by the early 1900s. Also in 1920s, improvements in microscope fixtures, stains and sectioning done. 1930 electronic microscope with greatly improved resolution is developed. Electronic microscope becomes widely useful in biology in 1950s by revealing a much more detailed structure of the cell. Next, cell structure. A cell is composed of non-living structures called molecules, and also it result out of an amalgam of atoms, that is mix of atoms. Proteins, nucleic acids, carbohydrates and lipids, which include fats and oils, are the four major molecules that underline cell structure. So which constitute cell structure? Proteins, nucleic acids, carbohydrates and lipids, and also participate in cell functions. Then membrane bound compartments in cells called organelles that constitute mainly of proteins. Biochemical reactions in cells are performed by enzymes. That enzymes are specialized proteins acting as catalysts to speed up chemical reactions. അപ്പോൾ കാറ്റലിസ്റ്റ് എന്തിനാ യൂസ് ചെയ്യണത്? കെമിക്കൽ റിയാക്ഷൻ സ്പീഡപ്പ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ എൻസൈംസ് കാറ്റലിസ്റ്റ് ആയിട്ടാണ് ആക്ട് ചെയ്യുക. നെക്സ്റ്റ് DNA contains the hereditary information of cell and RNA works with DNA to build thousands of proteins required by the cell. ഇനി സെൽസ് രണ്ട് ടൈപ്സ് ഉണ്ട്, പ്രൊകാരിയോട്ടിക് ആൻഡ് യൂകാരിയോട്ടിക്. അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് ഓൾറെഡി ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തതാണ്. Then the DNA is enclosed in a special organelle called nucleus, which serves as a cell's command center and information library. So DNA works as cell's command center and information library. Next, generalized structure of a cell. Every cell is surrounded by a membrane or living covering through which ആ മെംബ്രെയിനിലായിരിക്കും കൺസ്യൂം ചെയ്യുക. From the atmosphere also discharges what is superfluous. Within the membrane is the protoplasm. Any parts of protoplasm means the nucleus controls and directs the activities of all the parts of the cell. The remainder is known as cytoplasm. Here many vital activities of the cell takes place in cytoplasm. Also the living material that makes up a cell is called cytoplasm. And then the texture sloppy jelly ആയിരിക്കും, and it is made up of complex material of many different structures. It's made up of one substance, but it is in complex material made of many different structures. Next, you can see the cell diagram plant cell and cell diagram animal cell. Alright, before we see the differences between them, we can see the different parts. The cell wall is the first one. It is found only in plant cells and it consists of non-living substance like lignin, pectin and cellulose. Next is plasma lemma, also known as cell membrane. It found in both animals and plants. The outer membrane of the cytoplasm is cell membrane and it consists of living substances like proteins. It forms a boundary between the cytoplasm of the cell and the outside. However, it is a boundary, it will not be a complete barrier. Some chemicals can pass into the cell membrane and others can pass out too, because it is permeable to them. The membrane is permeable to them. In fact, the cell membrane, also known as plasma membrane, it controls which substances pass in either direction. So we can say it is a selectively permeable. As I said, it can pass out, so the membrane is permeable, right? So it is selectively permeable. Endoplasmic reticulum, that is ER, it is a network of tubes or channels of membrane in the cytoplasm. It helps in protein synthesis and conduction of material. You can see endoplasmic reticulum here. So it is network of tubes. Next is ribosomes. Are extremely small, dense, granular and spherical bodies found in a free state in the cytoplasm. Also it found in cytoplasm and composed of RNA and proteins. So it helps in the synthesis of proteins from amino acids. You can see ribosomes here, free ribosomes. Okay, next is Golgi apparatus or Golgi bodies. These are bag-like structures formed of stalks of membrane. You can see that. They are called diatysome. And in plants, and their functions include secretion of various substances and pectic material and formation of cell during cell division. So during cell division it secretes various substances and pectic material. Next is vacuoles. Here is the vacuole. It is fluid filled sacs within a cell. അതിനകത്ത് ഒരു watery liquid ഉണ്ടാവും, that is called cell sap, a store of dissolved sugars and the mineral ions and other solutions too. Animal cells have small vacuoles. But they are only temporary structures. In plants they are very big and surrounded by a membrane called tonoplast. See. And while in animals they are tiny. Their functions include osmoregulation and maintenance of cell turgidity. Turgidity means being a stage, that is swollen stage. Next is mitochondria. One organelle that is found in the cytoplasm of all living cells is the mitochondrion. Plural form of mitochondria is mitochondrion. So it is one organelle that is found in the cytoplasm. These are rod-like or spherical semi-solid structure containing DNA in its matrix along with some enzymes which are found in all cells. അപ്പോൾ the rod-like or spherical semi-solid structure ആണ്. It consists of DNA in its matrix along with some enzymes. They synthesize adenosine triphosphate, that is ATP. It is for energy storing molecule. Next is plastids are of small bodies found in the cells of higher plants. Two types under leucoplast and chromoplast. Leucoplast are colorless and it helps to store starch, protein and lipids. Chromoplast are colored and further have two subgroups for chromoplast. One is non-photosynthetic chromoplast and photosynthetic chromoplast. Non-photosynthetic means providing colors to flowers, fruits and leaves. Photosynthetic chromoplast helps to manufacture food from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight. Next is nucleus. Nucleus may be round, this full portion, round, oval, cylindrical or elongated in shape. Each nucleus is bound by the nuclear membrane which contains nucleoplasm. Nucleoplasm consists of chromatin and nucleoli. Chromatin and nucleoli. And chromatin consists of DNA, RNA and proteins. The nucleus controls all cell activities and is responsible for the transfer of hereditary characters. So it is responsible for all the cell activities and it helps to, or it is responsible for the transfer of hereditary characters. So which give hereditary characters? The DNA. And also assist in cell division. It contains chromosomes. We will study it detailing later. Chromosomes, it is 46 in human cells. It carries the genetic material or genes. Genes control the activities in the cell by determining which protein the cell can make. അപ്പോൾ ജീനാണ് ഇത് കൺട്രോൾ ചെയ്യുന്ന ആക്ടിവിറ്റീസ് ഒക്കെ, ഏത് പ്രോട്ടീനാണ് സെല്ലിന് ഉണ്ടാക്കാൻ പറ്റും എന്നുള്ളത്. One very important group of proteins found in cells is enzymes. So as I said, enzymes is a specialized protein and it acts as a catalyst to speed up chemical reactions, right? So it controls chemical reactions that go in cytoplasm. And nucleus is the largest organelle in the cell and nearly all cells have nucleus. The few types do not have nucleus which are usually dead. Example, xylem vessels in stem. It do not have nucleus or do not live longer. That is mature RBC. The cells which do not live longer is mature RBCs. Prokaryotes contain nucleus like genetic material called nucleoid in an irregularly shaped region within the cell. And its few facts. Next is centrosome, a dense area of protoplasm lies close to the nucleus. ന്യൂക്ലിയസിനോട് ചേർന്ന് കിടക്കുന്ന ഒരു ഡെൻസ് ഏരിയ ഓഫ് പ്രോട്ടോപ്ലാസം ആണിത്. ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് യൂഷ്വലി ഫൗണ്ട് ഇൻ അനിമൽ സെൽസ്. ആൻഡ് ഇൻ ദ മിഡിൽ ഓഫ് ദ സെൻട്രോസോം two small dot-like bodies in it, that is centrioles. They form a spindle during cell division. Next is cilia and flagella. It is cell surface in the extension and are similar in structure. They help in locomotion or movement, and in some animals also help in feeding too. Cell inclusions, those are non-living substances present either in cytoplasm of the cell or in vacuoles. Here in animals, cell inclusions are in the form of secretory granules. Okay, and such as zymogen granules. അപ്പോൾ അനിമൽസിലെ ഫോം ഓഫ് സെക്രീറ്ററി ഗ്രാനുൾസിലായിരിക്കും സെൽ ഇൻക്ലൂഷൻസ്, ആൻഡ് ഇൻ പ്ലാന്റ് സെൽസ് ദേ ആർ പ്രസൻറ്റ് ഇൻ ദ ഫോം ഓഫ് ഫുഡ് പാർട്ടിക്കിൾസ് ലൈക്ക് starch granules, oil globules, excretory products like resin, gum, etc. Next is lysosome. These are membrane enclosed organelles that contain an array of enzymes capable of breaking down all types of biological polymers. So these are the lysosomes are membrane enclosed organelles. Other it consists of array of enzymes. Oru kutam array means the arrangement of enzymes. It helps to break down all types of biological polymers. Biological polymers means proteins, nucleic acids, carbohydrates and lipids. And also they functions as the digestive system of the cell. In case of disturbance of their metabolism, they digest their own cells. Hence they are known as suicidal bag. So lysosome is known as suicidal bag. It is a point. Next is difference between plant and animal cells. So cell wall is present in plant cells, that is the rigid cellulose made cell wall that surrounds the plasma membrane. See, that is present in plant cells and which is absent in the animal counterparts. The plant cells possess a special organelle called chloroplast, right, which helps them in photosynthesis. Also, the plant cells have a large sap-filled vacuole, while the animal cell have smaller ones. So, large vacuole and small vacuole for animals. And the difference is that plant cells lack centrioles. Centrioles means we discussed about flagellae and cilia, right? So centrioles is concerned with organization of mitotic spindle or flagella and cilia. So flagella and cilia is the centrioles. So plant cells lack centrioles, and when we say detail about cilia means movement in eukaryotes is accomplished by cilia. It is a short hair-like proteins built by centrioles. Okay, so it helps for the movement in eukaryotes. So these are the differences between plant and animal. Next we will see about cell functions in the next video.